Yeah. My friends no go for.
People are trying, no.
Hey guys, welcome to another vloggy vlog. So if you're new, you're welcome. If you are an old subscriber, you're also welcome back to this channel. This is Coily Hair Natural, where I just share my natural hair journey and experience. So today I'm going to be doing a hair vlog on my experience at a local Ghanaian hair salon here in Ghana. So if you're interested, keep on watching and don't forget to leave a like, comment, share if you enjoy this video or if you find this video valuable. So I got to the salon pretty early, and this was me just trying to unravel my hair before we began doing the washing. And I like to do this by myself and not want anyone else to do it, because during this point my hair is really dry, my hair is stripped of a lot of moisture. If the person is not really specialized in doing natural hair, they'll just treat your hair with they'll just treat your hair like every other permed hair and not give it the maximum care and tenderness that your hair needs. So I just tried to unravel my hair by myself. My hair hasn't been doing so well lately, and I think it's been going on for quite some time. I noticed that I've been experiencing a lot of hair thinning. Initially I thought it had to do with my hair just not growing or me not doing something, blaming products and everything. This was me explaining to the hairstylist, and at this point I was ready to cut off my hair before doing or installing this hairstyle, because I really didn't like how the ends of my hair was looking. This is basically the cause of mild anemia in my case. So previously I had experienced a lot of bald spots and I really didn't know what was going on. And in the past, also visiting some hairstylists, some of them complained, or one in particular complained about the health of my scalp and the fact that some of my hair was, for lack of a better word, thinning in the roots, which got me really concerned. But knowing what I know now, I know that it has to do with my health and what's going on. I haven't really been the healthiest, so I was just trying to find out any other alternative from this particular hairstylist, but she didn't really seem to know much about caring for natural hair, although she also had natural hair herself. But so this has been very challenging for me. It's something that I might be sharing along the way on this channel, so be sure to be on the lookout for content like that. But anyway, moving on, we started off with washing my hair with shampoo, and this was a different person who was doing it. So she started off with shampooing my hair. Really didn't have any problems with I think she did like 2 washes or 1 wash, I can't really remember, but I didn't really have any complaints. I think one of the things that I liked was the fact that she asked how I felt with the shampooing, whether she should be rough or smooth or gentle with it. And I think I prefer my scalp to not be traumatized. But this was she applying the conditioner at this point to my hair. I would have preferred her to apply a little bit more of the product, but again, this is a public hair salon, which is why I like to do my hair by myself at home. But I didn't really have any choice since I was getting it braided at this particular hair salon. So at this point she told me to sit and wait for the conditioner to sit. I don't really know why, but just sitting and not applying any heat, since I have low porosity, doesn't really make any sense to me. But anyway, this is my hair being washed and dried, and this was the start of the blow drying process. So at this point, I wanted to find out if using a blow dryer or just using rollers would be more effective. But he said using a blow dryer would work, which I really didn't believe. But at this point, I was just, I didn't really have any option. Like I didn't want to deal with my hair. Like I was like, at this point, do whatever you want with my hair because it's not even healthy in the first place. So this was her starting off with the blow drying process, and immediately she started, I knew I was in for a very bad day because this is not how you blow dry natural hair. Like you don't blow dry natural hair from the roots to the ends. Do you get? And I remember she was going to apply shea butter before applying the blow dryer, and I remember telling her, no, that's that's not how to do it. Like I feel like sometimes when I go to the salon, I get a bit annoying, but that's, you have to ask for what you want for the sake of the health of your hair. One thing about applying shea butter before applying heat, or applying any type of oil before applying heat to your hair, is that it tends to fry your hair. Especially this was at maximum heat level, mind you. And she wasn't being very gentle with my hair. She wasn't, it looked like she had divided my hair into sections, but she was just, raking the comb attachments through my hair, and it didn't even stretch that much, you get. Anyway, so this was me getting really pissed off at in the process of blow drying my hair, and I noticed she was also pissed off as well. But I really didn't care because my hair is already unhealthy, my hair is already struggling, and I can't really let it go through more trauma, right? So this was her applying the shea butter after, which is what I requested, after she blow dried or applied the heat to my hair. But yeah, this is my hair, and yeah, I was really pissed at this point. I was just really looking or paying more attention to exactly what she was doing, and yeah. Anyway, so this is hair just applying the some kind of product. I don't know what product it is at this point, but anyway. And also I would have preferred my hair to stretch even more, and I was thinking that she was going to cut off my hair like I requested at this point, but I'll later on get to know that she forgot. If you experience itchiness from hair extensions, which is what I experienced, you may want to soak it in some type of baking soda and rinse that out before starting to braid with it. It's going to, take care of that problem entirely. So this is somewhere halfway through the braiding process, and like I said, she forgot to trim my or cut my ends like I requested. And I wasn't even mad at it because I would have regretted if I had allowed this person to trim off my ends. It seemed as though she didn't know what she was doing, and I don't blame her because most of these salons are catered towards the permed girlies. So if you have permed hair, you will not have a problem with it. But this is this is the hairstyle I was going for. So I was typically going for a cornrow, part braids. So in Ghana it's called a cornrow rasta. And this is One thing I noticed was that she was applying gel to my scalp before braiding. And if you know me, you know that when I am braiding my hair, because I have a very sensitive scalp, I don't like any type of products. Like, I barely apply oils or anything to my scalp, especially when I'm getting a hairstyle done. But I noticed that she was applying this to my scalp before she started with the braiding, which I guess is supposed to make it easier for her to get neat parting. At this point, I really didn't want to be saying anything else, just I just wanted to get this over and done with and just go home. So I didn't, yeah, I didn't really complain about it. So this was her trying to, do the front of my hair. I think she was done with the back at this point, and she was doing the front of my hair. So the reason why I don't like gels or anything on my scalp is because it tends to get very itchy after just a couple of days, or after, and I feel like I sweat in my scalp a lot. So that's combined with the product, and all that is just not a really good thing for my scalp health, if that makes sense. So this is the part that really got me very, very pissed. And I know that this is, the common practice in most hair salons in Ghana in the past, but I didn't know they still did this. Like, instead of cutting their hair, or using scissors to cut off the rough parts of the hair, they will just go in with this lamp. This is a very local lamp that most Ghanaian homes used to use in the past for, providing light. But this is what some of the hair salons use to take care of the rough parts of the braiding hair after you are done braiding. And I honestly wasn't so happy about this, because there's a tendency for it to burn your hair, one. Two, for it to actually burn your real hair underneath the hair extensions. So if you don't get a really good braider who is able to tuck away your actual hair inside the hair extension, and hide it inside the hair extension, this lamp can actually burn your hair. And I actually had this experience during this process, where she got to the middle part of or my scalp, and she was applying the same lamp to my scalp, and some of the fragments from the fire got into my scalp and burnt my scalp. I mean, I thought we were past this, process, but apparently not. So at this point, they were trying to curl the ends. Initially, I really didn't go in for curled ends. I wasn't going for this look, but this is my first time having curled ends, by the way. They managed to convince me that, it was better to go with curled ends than blunt ends. I was just going for a very short hairstyle. This was even longer than what I imagined, but yeah, I decided to go with the curled ends. I mean, why not? And this was, the process of them doing that. At this point, I was just ready to be done with it and just leave or get up from this chair.
trying. Oh.
At this point, I was finally done with this hair, and I was actually very okay with how the hair turned out. It's not like the best hairstyle that I was looking to get, and I actually had my hopes low because my personal hairstylist, does really good job. Unfortunately, on this day, she wasn't available to do this hairstyle for me. But at this point, I don't know what my editing app was trying to do, but it was just challenging trying to get the blurriness out of my face. Yeah, so I had to go back inside the dryer to dry off the moisture from the curled ends, and this is how the hairstyle turned out. I honestly can't complain. This was really nice. And this is the before. So this is how the hair looked before I came in, looking all crusty. And now this is how the hair is looking, or this is how we are looking like. And I think it turned out really good, apart from all the things that we had to go through and all the unnecessary stress, but it turned out really well. I think this entire hairstyle, everything cost around, it was around 80 cedis, I believe. And this was very cheap compared to other hair salons in Ghana, even the local ones, not to talk of the high end ones. I don't know if I'm going to be coming back here. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on this experience at a Ghanaian hair salon. Have you also had a personal or similar experience? Feel free to share in the comments section. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching once again. Until next time.